So one of our favourite ever cruise itineraries was one we took in 2019 on Morella Discovery. We absolutely loved that cruise where we visited the Middle East. We always said we'd like to come back out to the Middle East again because we only scratched the surface really. So it's now 2025 and we're in Doha in Qatar. We're currently at the National Museum of Qatar. We're going to find our way in shortly, but the architecture on this building is absolutely amazing. It's actually modelled on the desert rose crystal, and it does look like a desert rose crystal. If you Google it, have a look at some images. The architecture is absolutely stunning. We did drive past it in 2019 on that cruise that I was talking about earlier, but we didn't actually get to see any of Doha because we drove from the ship straight out into the desert on a 4x4 excursion. So we're really looking forward over the next couple of days to actually explore a little bit more of Doha. But let's go see if we can find our way inside. So we've actually just come into the Desert Rose Cafe for a drink. There were a load of tours going in to the museum, so we thought we could do with a drink anyway. Kirsty's ordered a tea, I've ordered an Arabic coffee. So we're going to sit here and have a refreshment, and then when it's calmed down a bit outside we'll go in and have a look around the museum. Oh, it's very hot. Yeah, it's quite a light, it's an Arabic coffee, but it's not coffee in the traditional sense. It's not like a strong coffee you'd get back at home. It's quite light, almost like tea. See a couple of cruise ships in over there. I'm guessing that's where all the tours are coming from. Well, that was awesome. If you're going to spend any time in Doha, I would definitely consider going to the National Museum of Qatar. There's loads to see in there. We really enjoyed that. It was well worth it. Glad we did that. So it's only our first morning. We made it to lunchtime on the first day. It was a good flight in last night. We arrived quite late. We haven't managed to do anything yet apart from just throw our stuff into the hotel and then nip out to eat last night. Bit of a drama when we arrived at the Warwick Doha. We got a taxi transfer and the porter came out the hotel, took all our bags from the taxi, and they all go through like an x-ray, and yeah, my rucksack didn't make it out the taxi. By the time I realised my rucksack wasn't there, the taxi driver had driven off, but within minutes he was back again. We just made that phone call because it was an arranged transfer, so we were able to phone, and he came back very apologetic, gave me my bag back. So yeah, brief bit of panic and drama there. We were starving hungry by this stage. It was about 8 p.m, so we went to a local restaurant, little shisha restaurant where all the Qatari men go for their shisha pipe smoking. We had some nice food in there. It was far too much to eat last night, but it was really enjoyable. We really enjoyed it. And then we came out on the metro this morning. We got up early and came out on the metro. That was really easy. There's a metro station within walking distance, just a 2-minute walk from our hotel.
This station is National Museum.
هذه المحطة هي المتحف الوطني.
Jumped on that, got a couple of tickets for the day, jumped on that, and yeah, this was our first stop. So now we're going to get back on the metro and go to our next stop. Well, that was a really quick and easy journey on the metro from the museum, wasn't it?
Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah, £1.30 each for the whole day.
It's been awesome, and it was only one stop from the museum to here in Souk Waqif. That's where we are now. Really interesting looking place. Quite busy, but loads and loads to see. So we're going to have a good old wander around here and see what we can get up to. More importantly, see what we can find to eat. All these colourful cushions and fabrics behind me. Fantastic colours. Got a good picture of us sat on something like this when we visited. I think it was in Qatar, wasn't it?
It was in the desert.
Yeah, we went in 2019. Went out to the desert in Qatar, or from Doha. So we finally sat down for a break, drinking something to eat after a mad trek, looking for a restaurant that we'd seen on someone else's video, and we did find it, but we just decided it wasn't really for us. It was a bit quiet. It was probably more of an evening venue. So we come back into the souk itself, found a really nice little Iraqi restaurant we're going to eat at. Well, this is our appetizer. It's quite a lot of food, but I think we should maybe have just gone for the appetizer and not a main course afterwards. There's quite a lot of food, quite a lot of bread there as well, but it looks amazing, I have to say. We've got our little fly swatter there, keeping the flies off. I don't know how we're going to get through all this bread. I mean, this is delicious. It is a good choice, this, but I don't know how we're going to get through all this and the main courses we've got coming up after. Hopefully they're not too big. This is all delicious though. Yeah, we do seem to have chosen a restaurant that is not very touristy and is quite popular with locals, which is quite good. It's always a good sign. These are delicious. This one's got a real kick to it. It's quite a strong flavour. I can't remember what it is, but I'm sure someone in the comments will tell me what it probably is. Main courses have arrived. Thankfully, it looks good and it's not too massive, so I reckon that we'll probably get through most of this. So we managed to get through most of that food. I needed that actually. That was really, really good. Really enjoyed that. And now we've got our little Iraqi tea. It's got a load of sugar at the bottom of it. I think it's going to be quite tasty.
Oh yeah, lots of spices. It's got the cardamom again, and it's very sugary.
So we've left Souk Waqif. We've now come across the road into Souk Waqif Park. Sun started to set. Beautiful city skyline just over my shoulder. So we're going to have a walk down the Corniche, which is like the promenade along the waterfront, and it should be beautiful with the sun setting. So we're on the other side of the road. The park and the souk just over there. Obviously you've got a very busy road, but there is a pedestrian underpass. It sort of takes you down to the car park. You go across one level of the car park and then back up the other side. It's a little bit of a faff, but it's certainly a lot easier than trying to cross this road. It's quite a busy and quite a fast road. But yeah, we're on the Corniche. City skyline's amazing. We're by Dow Harbour. We might see if we can jump on one of those later on. This is pretty cool. The Pearl Monument put in place here on the Corniche, celebrating the country's history of pearl fishing out of this part of the water. It's a big pearl. Don't think it's real. think we found the pet section of the souk. It's quite noisy. Lots of birds, bunny rabbits, chickens. Not sure how I feel about it, to be honest, but it's yeah, it's very popular. Obviously, it's much quieter here. We wanted to walk back to the souk and see it after dark. That bit that we were just in, where all the animals are, very noisy. Much more peaceful here. So we've stopped for a drink. We're getting a bit thirsty. We're not ready to eat again yet, but the juice in Doha so far that we've had so far has been amazing. So we've ordered 2 juices. We're going to sit here and chill out and enjoy some more juice. Nice mango juice, 2 large ones. Well, we're back off the metro. Very easy journey from the Gold Line, which is where the museum is, where Souk Waqif is, onto the Green Line, and that's where our hotel is. So you can see this is the escalator down to the metro station, and our hotel is this building here that's changing colour in the distance. This is actually the Hamad Hospital metro station. So we're just lucky that our hotel is just so close to the hospital, so we're able to walk across and straight down. It just made it really, really easy. One thing to note, which we had no idea about, was there are different classes of carriage. So we just went in to the standard. It's written above each door into the carriage, and we just went into the one that said standard. That's actually for men, essentially. The others say family, and they're for couples and females, and obviously families. The standard carriages don't have any women on them. Kirsty this morning.
Just me.
It was a rammed carriage full of just men, and yeah, it did seem a bit weird. So then for the rest of the day we've been using the someone pointed it out to us, actually a local pointed it out to us, said you might want to consider going into the family one. So yeah, something to bear in mind. We had no idea, we've never heard it mentioned before, it was a lot more of a comfortable experience, wasn't it? And they were a lot emptier, the carriages.
It did tickle me a bit though.
Yeah, so but yeah, that's our hotel there, so we're going to walk across and we'll see you in the morning. Good morning, lovely sunny morning. Nice and warm, that sunshine on my face. A little bit of a breeze, so it feels quite nice this morning. Hotel's just behind me here, and we're going to go across here to the metro station and go out exploring for the day again. So we've made our order. Got another Arabic coffee coming and a little bit of breakfast. We've come out to the Villaggio shopping mall. We've seen it on other videos and it looks really cool. It's got like a Venetian canal running through the middle of it. You've even got gondolas, so you can have a little gondola ride through the shopping mall. We might do that later, we'll see. But for now, coffee and breakfast. Breakfast has arrived. My Arabic coffee, and I thought I'd try this, a little snack. Cheese and honey, something I'm not going to be able to get at home very easily, so I thought I would try that. It's obviously a bit of a local thing. I thought cheese and honey sounded quite interesting. It's quite busy with the gondolas now, going up and down. Yeah, it's quite a yellowy colour, isn't it? I guess that's the saffron. Yeah, like I said yesterday, it's not a strong flavour. It's a very light coffee flavour, almost like tea, but it's really fragrant, really nice. This gondola is hilarious. This is a nice little spot here, actually. So I want to try this cheesy honey pastry thing. There you go. Out there is where we were just sat for coffee. A lot of expensive shops, all the designer shops down here. Really nice looking coffee place just there. And then a little place to sit down and eat macaron. Looks really posh. So we've come into Starbucks, quite tired now, had a good wander around. Looking forward to a cold brew. Kirsty's just picking them up. Because it's a Friday, everything's shut down for a little while. So we were just wandering around, like literally everything closes, all the coffee shops, restaurants and all the shops. So we were just wandering around having a look to see what was here really. But now everything's opening up again. We need to sit down and a drink for sure before we decide what to do next. So we're back in Souk Waqif. We went from Villaggio back to the hotel just for a little reset, refresh, drop some stuff off that we'd bought because we didn't want to lug that round with us. It's getting quite late now, it's just after 4 p.m. We've come into the Desert Rose restaurant. It's nice here actually. I think the food is a little bit more upmarket than we had yesterday. It's slightly more expensive, but not ridiculous. It's attached to this hotel behind me. So I think it's going to be really, really good. We came past here last night and it was really, really busy in here actually. All these outside seats were taken. So it's obviously really popular. It's just a funny time of day really. It's 4:30 now, so it's kind of not lunchtime, not dinner. But we haven't eaten, so we're starving and we want something proper to eat. Little complimentary breadsticks with some olive paste, I think that is. It's like a spicy olive paste.
And that olive paste on the breadsticks is absolutely delicious.
So I ordered the lemon with mint. That looks really good. Love the glass. Oh, that's delicious. As you can see, food has arrived and looks absolutely stunning. Kirsty's gone for the chicken, I've gone for the lamb shank. I'm well ready for this. This rice is fantastic. It's absolutely full of spices, cashews, potato. It's absolutely stunning. And look at this meat. Look at that lamb. My goodness me.
I guess the chicken's like cooked in spices but barbecued and then cooked in with the rice. And the rice has got like lots of spices running through it as well. It's just insanely delicious. Best meal we've had, I think, here.
Really, really enjoyed that. That lamb was just falling off. I was literally just pulling the bone out of the meat. It was absolutely stunning, really well cooked. So a load of meat and a load of rice wasn't quite enough for us. We've ordered a dessert, but we are going to share it, to be fair. So dessert has arrived. And thankfully it doesn't look too big. We've got kanafa, which is a traditional Arab dessert. It's noodles and layered cheese and honey. Well, that is interesting, yeah. It's really sweet and creamy, almost like a sweet creamy baklava. Well, that was absolutely delicious. Never had that before. I think you'd struggle to get that at home, to be fair. It's like a really creamy cream cheese, really sweet, with sweet crunchy noodles. Absolutely delicious. This Moroccan tea is really, really nice. Sweetened up with a couple of sugar cubes. It's delicious. That's been a really nice meal. Watch the sun setting as we've been sitting here. Lovely food. Definitely well recommended, this place. That was a delicious meal. We're going to have a little wander. Loads going on, loads of people around, loads of different smells as well. There's burning incense and stuff down there, and it's just filling the entire place with all these different scents. It smells amazing. No cruise ship passengers in now. In fact, there haven't been any cruise ships in today at all, but it is still really, really busy. Lots of local people, lots going on, lots of fantastic smells. What do you reckon that smell is we can smell back there? Cardamom.
Yeah. Oh, the one she was burning?
Yeah.
It's cardamom, yeah.
You can just smell it in the air constantly, can't you? That was amazing walking through there. It's a bit of a balancing act because I'm trying to balance, trying to be respectful, not sticking the camera in people's faces, but trying to capture the environment. It's so interesting walking through there, and I was trying to get as many clips as possible. It's very, very busy, lots of people around, but really interesting. Lots of trading going on, lots of things for sale. It's yeah, it's really cool, really well worth seeing in real life. So we come out the souk. We've come for a walk along the Corniche. A lot more peaceful out here. It's mad in there, isn't it?
It is a bit tonight, but it's their weekend, isn't it?
It's Friday night. It's about 7 o'clock now, 7 p.m. And it is absolutely buzzing in the souk. Really good though, really good fun. But like I say, nice and peaceful out here. We thought we'd come out, get a nice view of the city skyline behind us on the other side of the harbour there, all lit up. It looks absolutely stunning. So we're going to walk back along the Corniche. The nearest metro station to where we are is actually the souk. So we're going to go back across into the madness, into the chaos, find the metro and start making our way back. We've got the next stage of our adventure tomorrow. So we're going to get back, get organised, and we'll see you in the morning. So we've come into the restaurant just down the road from the hotel for breakfast. And they've got a breakfast buffet on, 49 real each, which is really good. There's loads up there, but I really didn't know what to get because it's all very local cuisine, but it looks delicious. I'm sure it's going to be really, really flavourful, but it's not a typical breakfast buffet, so it's very difficult to know what to choose. So this is my second one of these. This is actually exactly what you'd expect when you look at it. It's very soft, caramelly. It's like eggy, like a very sweet eggy dessert with a really sweet caramelly flavour. Really nice. I'm actually getting quite full now, but I wanted another one of these because it was so good. Really good little restaurant that, just around the corner from our hotel. It was where we stopped on the first night for dinner. So that buffet breakfast was really good. It's difficult to know what to choose for the best. All the locals were choosing lots of different combinations of stuff, and of course we don't know what goes with what and what's in what thing and what it tastes like, all the different flavours and stuff. So we did our best and it was really nice, really enjoyed it. So we're just going to walk back to the hotel. We're leaving the hotel now and we're going to get picked up and transferred to the port. Now we made it to the cruise port, made it on board. Super slick embarkation, didn't take very long at all. We left the hotel about midday and we were on board Celestyal Journey at about 1 p.m. One of our favourite cruise ships. When we found out she was going to be in the Middle East, we thought we really want to do that itinerary again, so we thought we'd jump at the chance. I think we're going to be sailing away shortly. We've just done our muster. and I think we're going to be preparing to sail away anytime now. We've got ourselves a really nice balcony cabin, junior suite grade, which is the same grade of cabin as we had last time we were on Celestyal Journey. In fact, the cabin we had last time was on this deck, just a little bit further down the corridor. The only difference between this one and the last one is this one's got a shower, big shower. The last one had a shower over a bath, so this one's even better really. And being a junior suite, of course, it means we can dine in the Smoked Olive restaurant, which we really enjoy. So looking forward to going back in there tonight. Kirsty's in there emptying her suitcase, just getting organised. I'm going to go and do the same when she's finished. But the cabin's really nice big desk, PowerPoints wherever you want them, and like I say, the bathroom's really nice with a nice big shower. So it's going to be ideal. So back in 2019, last time we were in Doha on Marella Discovery, this cruise terminal wasn't here. This is pretty new. It was just a temporary building when we came. We pulled up, went through the temporary building, and we went straight onto 4x4s and out into the desert, which was an excellent excursion. After a little walk around the promenade, we've come into the AC, come into one of the bars to have a drink. They've always got such a great selection of drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic. So we've come into the Smoked Olive restaurant, much busier than when we last were on board, and we've still got a nice seat for two though, nice table for two, right at the back of the ship, rather than by the windows where we used to sit. We're all the way at the back, but still, like I say, really nice table for two. Menu looks good. Wine has arrived. Kirsty's got her white, I've got my red. They used to have a Greek wine on board that was really nice. They ran out of that. Don't do the Greek wine on board anymore, so we've got a Chilean wine, I think it is. Kirsty's gone for the soup. I've gone for the beef chimichanga, which we both tried last time and really enjoyed it. Chilean wine is very nice. Chimichanga was very nice. Looking forward to the main course.
My cheddar and broccoli soup was incredibly delicious, and it had a really lovely toasted crouton on the top as well, which was delicious.
It is seriously busy in this restaurant. The ship's obviously quite full. I would say it's probably sailing at capacity because there are quite a lot of people around. I mean, even at full capacity, there's only 1,200 odd passengers, but it's really busy. Never seen this restaurant as busy as this. Main courses have arrived. We've both gone for the same main course this time. We've both gone for the lamb. It smells delicious. Desserts. Kirsty's gone for the New York cheesecake. I've gone for the rum baba. Oh yeah, it's nice that. Very ginny. Haven't had a Negroni for ages. And he approves.
Hope you've enjoyed our last couple of days in Doha and embarkation today on Celestyal. Tomorrow we're going to be in Bahrain doing some mosques, museums and meze. So we will see you reasonably bright and early tomorrow.
That's my line.
Yeah, but I just do it better.
It has been a great couple of days. Hotel's really nice, and yeah, we've done quite a lot, didn't we, around Doha, and embarkation on the ship was really slick.
Really easy, yeah.
Dinner tonight was really good, but yeah, quite tired now, so after a little cocktail we're gonna hit the sack and get ready for a full day in Bahrain. tomorrow. So join us for that. See you bright and early in the morning.